Welcome back, guys, to Let's Play Fire Emblem Part 4. And right now I'm just going to explain the characters since I really didn't explain them that well earlier. First up we have Lynn, who is based off the Myrmidon class, and she's basically going to have like good skill, luck, speed. So she'll be able to avoid a lot of characters, more like axe users really. So, you know, she's pretty good. She lacks though like strength and defense, which kind of make her pretty weak, kind of frail, but you really shouldn't worry from the sacred sword she got. It's gonna help her offensively. So, you know, she's a pretty good unit, you know. I would recommend using her because you kind of have to. Next we have Kent. Kent is basically similar to Sane, basically every way except for he has more skill and speed. But he kind of has some bad luck, so. And then Sane, he's basically gonna max out strength, which is pretty good, you know. Maxing out strength. He's gonna lack skill though, but most of the time he's gonna hit the enemy, so you really shouldn't worry about him. I recommend you're probably gonna use Kent because, you know, he's more of a balance unit and he won't be overpowered and stuff. But if you wanna like do a speed run, I recommend using Sane because of his strength. And yeah. And basically right here, Lynn is really just talking about the Cavalier bandits that kind of killed the entire tribe she had. So, you know, some background of Lynn and stuff like that, you know. Some important stuff, you know. But I never really paid attention that much to a Fire Emblem story. Most of them are pretty, like, simple, really. Like, you just have to remember that she's going after her grandfather, really, and you know what's going on. You don't really have to pay attention that much. So I'm more or less in it for the gameplay itself, you know. But some people like the story, so. Alright, here we have an introduction to a new character. I'll go over her later. And she's a Pegasus Knight, you know, as you can clearly see. And basically, this bandit, I think, is trying to steal her Pegasus. Because I don't see why you would sell a human. So yeah, yeah. What have you guys been up to lately, you know? I've just been playing Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town. Great game, you know. I've been just, like, it's like a time kind of game where you can just play the game for hours without really getting bored, you know. You just have to kind of, like, make goals for yourself, like, give Karen a present every day, or go after that girl and stuff, so. It's a pretty fun game, you know. I'm on my, like, second year, you know, yeah. I'm trying to get Karen, but, like, right now, I'm trying to get all the utilities for the kitchen. I still need the big bed. After that, I'm really set, really. I have everything else I need. She's at a pink heart right now. She's basically, like, begging me to marry her, but I'll see, but I'm, like, in fall right now. I'll see, like, probably after 2 weeks, I want to, or 3. No, I think 2 because I still only need one more utility for the kitchen. And I still need the big bed, so that's only 2 weeks. I should be married with her by then, so I'm looking forward to that, you know. And then right here, Lynn finds Florina. I can see let her go. And yeah. Leave down in the comments if you want me to talk more about the storyline or more about what's happening, because, you know, I like to know. Because maybe if you just hear about what to do for the gameplay and stuff like that. Because right now I'm not really explaining it that well, but really, I don't really see a reason to, because as long as you know it is go to your grandfather, that's all you really need to know. That's basically what they're aiming for. And right here, she's just saying about her Pegasus landed on that guy, I mean his friend. So yeah. Overall, those 3 units I mentioned are pretty good. You're gonna see them, a lot of them though, so don't be thinking like, I will never see them again. Especially on Lynn. And another thing I want to talk about is this game is divided into 3 parts. 2 of the characters we haven't seen, I think we're going to see them in like a couple more chapters. And you get to use those people. So yeah, yeah. So this part is more or less like a tutorial. I think I went over this last part, but I'm not for sure. But it's more of a tutorial. And like, because this is like the first Fire game in America that's been released, like back in the Game Boy Advance days. So yeah. Right now, Lynn is introducing Mark to Florina. So yeah. And this is the introduction to villages. Same thing as a house really. The main difference being villages tend to give you a bit more better stuff. Even though I guess houses give you some cool stuff too. Most of the time you don't want the enemy to kill or destroy the village or the house, whatever one. Alright, here we get another introduction to a new character. Yeah. Apparently Lane's trying to say we're not bandits, so help us. And here's well, he's an archer. I spoiled that, but I don't really think it matters because we're gonna get to use him like in 10 seconds, so I don't really see why. But yeah, and he's just saying like those villages have been good to him and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna talk about these units now. I'm gonna first talk about an archer color, explaining what he does right now. Archers cannot attack directly at an opponent, like you can't face like adjacent to him because you can't attack him. So, well, once they're promoted, I know some of them can, but Sacred Stones is a different game. But yeah, I like to use archer really. They need to put them in the rear. I like to put them kind of in the front line, kind of not, more like a backup. And yeah, archers are pretty good units most of the time. And they can only attack non-directly. That's called indirect combat, as you were saying. So they're pretty useful. They can be used pretty strategically too. And we're getting, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go over Will right now. There's another archer you get later in part 2 of the game. And there's another archer. Most of the time, if you compare them, Will has better HP, strength, and defense. While he lacks the speed of one of the other archers and the resistance. So I really don't like using Will that often, even though he has those great stats. I like using the part 2 one you get. So I'm probably gonna get some kills with Will, but not a lot. And right now I'm just moving my units forward, you know, doing whatever. This first turn I really don't like because I really can't use Will and Lynn that effectively. I have to kind of use my Cavalier units. Let me introduce Florina right now. Florina is a Pegasus Knight, so Pegasus Knights are gonna have really good movement. They can move a little farther from a lot of other units, and they can move over any terrain, so that's pretty useful too. Florina right now, she's pretty weak. She really can't take that many hits. And I don't get why they would just put her right there in the game. Because there's like 2 axe users. And if you've been following the weapon triangle, well, the axes beat lances. So I never really liked using Florina right here. Like, even though there's like only 1 sword dude out here, I'm just gonna go to this village. And I recommend going to most of the villages you see. It's because you usually get pretty cool stuff. Right here we get 2,000 gold, which is pretty nice. There's some armor right there. Right now you can't really buy weapons off your tile screen like many other Fire Emblem games do. So right now, really, I recommend using the armor whenever you want a weapon, which makes sense. I like to give Florina though another lance, because you can't just rely on her using that slim lance. And basically, slim lances basically are lower in weight and have more of a critical chance, but I never really like using them that much. I'm more of a fan of the regular lances. Anyway, I'm just checking the levels here. Let me get back to Florina. Basically, she's gonna have really good speed and skill. She's gonna lack strength, of course, which most people do. I mean, Pegasus Knights. So, but she can be a pretty good unit if you level her up and such. So, don't be afraid of not using her just because she has low strength. Most units with the low strength usually have a good compromise. And saying it's a level up, which is pretty nice, you know. I wish I got some defense, but yeah. Right now, I'm trying to get Satan up a few levels because Ken already level 3, which to me, I want to kind of not use Ken as much. Try to use Satan a little bit. Let him not that worried about because she's basically gonna get like all the boss killing. So usually she's gonna be pretty good. The level status. I'm also trying to use Will too because Will is like level 1. Most of the units you get right now are gonna be level 1. Right here, attack this guy to get the kill with Will. Once I do my Sacred Stones Let's Play, which I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna have a bit more information about the characters. I've been in that game a lot more times than I have this one. I like Sacred Stones a lot, not a lot better, but better. Right here, I'm just using armor to get the Iron Lance, since I knew I didn't really want Florina to go there. So yeah, it's like the only way you can get money right now. So right here, I was trying to think about attacking with Florina because there's an Iron Sword dude. And I did attack with him, but I was kind of worried about the how shields are behind him. But it turned out to my favor. So yeah. This chapter is pretty easy, you know, you just have to make sure you know where you're placing Florina, because she can die pretty easily if you're not careful. Most of the others should be fine, and we get a critical or Florina, which is nice. Also, leave in the comments if you would, if you want me to turn off the animations or just speed them up, because I can do that. Because sometimes these animations are pretty boring. And also, if you want me to speed up the enemy turn too, because I wouldn't really mind doing that either. Because really, nothing really happens that bad in the enemy turn. I don't get how he hit with 67% and I can't hit twice with 77. So that's kind of the one little, you know, thing. Right here, I got hit by an iron bow. Pretty exciting. You know, it's pretty intense stuff. Here, I was just basically moving Florian out of the way. I was worried about that archer, so that's why I kind of moved her a bit down. Give her vulnerary. Yeah. But overall, this game is pretty fun in my opinion. It's because it's a pretty cool game. You know, I don't like the whole part thing though, because I like developing my characters more than say having 3 parts differently. But that's alright, as long as you can choose a team and can get a critical. Nice. You won't be seeing a lot of criticals though, just because most of these criticals are usually 2% or 4%. So you guys trying to incorporate Will, but he couldn't reach. Oh yeah, he can. My bad. But yeah, if bows are I think considered lances, cause that makes sense. But they're usually, if you're gonna attack them directly, you're not gonna have an advantage, I would believe, because they can attack you back, obviously. And this archer is kind of pissing me off. He keeps on hitting Lynn, which I don't like. But you want to make sure Lynn stays alive, because if she dies, you know, you get a game over. So here's something about moving Florina to get the axe guy, but I was kind of worried she might die. I was thinking about putting Lynn over there, but I was like, nah. I knew my Cavalier unit should probably get him. I was checking out the strengths of him, just to make sure she wouldn't die. And then that's how I just send Sane out there to get the kill with him. With him, my bad. I didn't get the kill with him, actually. Oh, wait, I probably did get the kill. No, I didn't. No. I kind of thought I didn't get the kill. Right here, I'm just going to use the Lynn to attack him, because he's going to die. So. But Lynn is based off the Myrmidon class, and when she promotes to Swordmaster, we're not going to see Myrmidon until part 2. So don't be thinking we're going to see Myrmidon like right away. You really don't. And right here I was kind of thinking maybe I could attack him with 77, because I didn't want her to die. I think I would get him anyway. And lucky for me, I got a critical. Yeah. So yeah, that critical is pretty nice. And Florina leveled up, and that was a very bad one in my opinion. I was hoping for the right here, there's only the boss left, so this is where my unit's for.